Hello Professor, hello everyone. My name is Panya Ismail. My video presentation topic is the rise of democracy. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Between democracy and feudalism, which political system is the most effective and successful in the 20th century? How did democracy begin and how did it spread out? According to Cambridge Dictionary, democracy is the belief in freedom and equality between people, or a system of government based on this belief, in which power is either held by elected representatives or directly by the people themselves. In democracy, people are treated equally and citizens have unbased rights and freedom. The society is more peaceful, more safe, more silence and less violence. The education grows. The economic develops and the government is stable. Democracy began in ancient Greece in 500 BCE. This video will be describing the unsuccessful previous political systems in ancient Greece, how democracy began, where it first started, and how democracy acts wrongly in some parts of the world. The evolution of political form in ancient Greece happened many times because of the unsuccessful governance and political crisis. Before democracy appeared, the first government was monarchy, then oligarchy, and the last one was tyranny. Monarchy appeared in 2000 to 800 BCE, which power was in one person's hand. In monarchy, the king was chosen by a large group of presidents, and the oldest son of the king received the position and the authority. The function of the king were legislation, judge, religious clergy, army, and council. Aristocrats were actually the council, so they knew that a group of them had more power than the king and wanted to share the power. They said the king should have been elected and authorized in a specific period. Soon aristocrats started ruling in several states of Greek polis in 800 BCE. In 800 BCE, the political system was oligarchy, which the power was in a few small groups. During this period, this discrimination between the rich and the poor occurred. The wealthy people had comfortable life, they had parties, drank wines, danced, and enjoyed music. Whereas the peasants worked long days in the field, the government created the laws that the poor could not accept. They used army to force the poor to obey, pay the tax, saw themselves as slaves. The rich became richer and the poor became poorer. Jeremy 2014. In the middle of 800 BCE, residents requested to tame the government to tyranny. Tyrants convinced the military to help the poor, and farmers, but a small portion of the other tyrants did not follow. Later, there was an argument between hippies and tyrants. Athens decided to invent a new form of government and share the power moderately. Furthermore, based on the development of democracy in Athens, the statement Cleisthenes is considered the founder of Athenian democracy. He introduced a new division of the population of Athens to 10 tribal groups. Each will be elected by allowed 15 representatives to the assembly. This extended the representatives and voting rights. Rama 2016. In 400 BCE, the Supreme Court was led by Areopagus, and their position were held for a long term. Others established a full democracy when Areopagus lost its authority. The Greek statements oracles broadened the democracy not only in the story but in the actual government of Athens. The use of flattery system to choose the officials was the unique character of Athenian democracy. Athenians participated in the government which they said persuaded presented the speech. Also the attendance of citizens in the annual assembly meeting was important. The council arranged the bill's assembly of war, and then regularly except for festival. The Athenians were voted to be military commanders. On the other hand, Athens was not the exact first Greek city-state to try democracy. The polis of Sparta functioned as a form of democracy between 50 to 200 years ago before Athens. Spartan constitution limited the power because it was a monarchy with two kings ruling. Moreover, the Peloponnesian has a council of either to represent the speech of people. Also, women were welcome. Moving to the reality of democracy in various countries, that is called where the democracies die. Less court, less violence, less demonstration, and more safe, but democracies die in different aspects. According to This Is How Democracies Die, since the end of Cold War, most democratic breakdowns have not been caused by generals and soldiers, but by elective governments themselves. Steve and Donna 2018. Citizens will pay high tax and get into trouble in legal system if they criticize the government. People are declined to vote to appoint officials or government. Constitutional checks and balance do not work as they need to be. In conclusion, the presentation is in three different parts. The first one is three main political systems in ancient Greek were unsuccessful because of the unequal management and monopoly authority. The second one is democracy began in 500 BCE, which people had power individually and equally. The third one is actually the democracy first started in Sparta before Athens 50 to 200 years. The last one is how democracy actually in some parts of the world. Later Greeks implemented the democracy and democracy spread globally. The globalization of democracy has gone to more and more countries. Democracy works as an important role in society and benefits to citizens, but sometimes it does not serve the way it's meant to be. The policy of democracy in countries are different, put pressure and limit the ability. That's the end of my presentation. Thanks for viewing and paying attention.